Hey guys, it's Jenny with Art for Good. Today we're going to work with black and white, and I can show you some of the nuances of working with black and white in acrylic paint pouring. So I am using two Amsterdam colors today. I'm using lamp black and I'm also using titanium white. And I've mixed both of these colors with Floetrol and some water. So I did about 1 part paint, 2 parts Floetrol, and then thinned it out till it was pretty thin since I'm going to do a bit of a Dutch pour today. I'm also segmenting off one section of the canvas and doing a black base on one side, and the other side I will do a white base. Now, when you're mixing black and white paints with Floetrol, especially Amsterdam paints, they will turn into what we call cell activators. So they will start to show cells. And in this particular piece, I realized really quickly how sometimes you don't always want cells. So I'll show you in a moment. But right now I'm just putting down my white base on the other side. Now, an alternative if you don't want cells is, especially if you're using a high quality paint like Amsterdam brand, you can just mix with water actually. Because of the quality of the binders in the paint, it's not going to be as likely to cause you issues with separation or crazing or cracking in your painting. So you can always give that a try. Just giving it a quick torch to remove any bubbles. I'm going to go in a little bit of a C shape with more of my black and then also some white. And my plan is to blow this out with a hairdryer in hopes that will create a really cool looking design. So I'm just blowing the paint over a little bit. And here we go. Just going in alternate directions. And as you can see, those cells are already starting to form. And as time goes on, more and more of those cells appear to the point where it almost distracts you from the composition and it's not quite as striking as I had hoped. So I'm gonna go back in with some more colors and play around with this composition a little bit. I'm also alternating and blowing some of these with my breath, and I'm kind of adding some flowers into this mix, just to sort of salvage a little bit the composition. And I'm going to alternate with some black flowers and some white flowers. So I decide to go ahead and scrape one segment of the painting to see if I will like it a little bit better. And I'm just going to cover it back up with more white. This is why you always, pro tip, you always mix more paint than you think you'll need just in case something like this happens. All right, so I'm sort of liking it a little bit better. Let me know what you think about this in the comments below. Again, this is sort of a lesson that I would love to share my experience with you all. And working with black and white can be tricky, but really if you were to just use water and paint, give that a try, and that should do a lot better in not creating so many cells that it's really distracting. Let me know if you have any other questions or any other tips or techniques that you're really more curious to learn about. I'd love to do some more videos that you find helpful. So that's all the time I have for today. If you're interested in more of my black and white pieces, I will leave you here with a playlist so you can keep watching. I'll see you next time.